right wire, save the world. Cut the wrong wire, this whole place turns to dust. You, me, and everybody that we care anything about.
You know what you're gonna say?
All right. Cut the music. Tomorrow, I am going to get up in front of God and all of you fine people and tell you just how much I love. What's your name? One more time.
Lonnie. Right, like you don't know, Lonnie.
Anyway, tonight, I just want to tell you guys and God how much I love you and all the family and friends that I see around us here tonight. Just want to say thank you very much for everything.
And since we knew that it was a matter of such great concern, we took a vote, and we are going to say, both of us, tomato. Thank you.
You can tell Marty really loves Dylan. We were right, you know, not to tell him that Marty let Patrick hide out in her attic.
Blue. Cut the blue one.
You better be right, Patrick. Nora's gonna be awful mad if we all end up toast cross.
Well, you pick one then. But do it before the whole bloody thing blows up.
10, 9, 8. You want me to take you to the track, Lionheart? You can pick me some winners. Over your shoulder?
No, that's fine. That maggot Bash got away.
I wouldn't count on that.
Maybe we just couldn't hear. If it had blown, we'd have heard it. Hell, we'd have felt the blast, the singing. Buggers!
Unless Austin and Thornhart.
They couldn't have done. They pulled one wrong wire and the whole thing blows, you said.
But a man of Austin's skill, who says he can't really walk through walls?
There's 90 million in cash going to Poseidon. Let's just get out of here while we can.
No. We go back in and we shut them up. All of them. You take out Cove and Buchanan. I'll see to Austin and Thornhart.
Inspector Bond! Holy God! Just let me get out of here. That's the idea. Let's go. Come on. Up against the car. Not me, you don't.
You know, the thing is now we know something about Marty that Dylan doesn't. I don't like it.
Yeah, you said. But why?
What part of this aren't you getting?
I'm not getting what you're not explaining.
Look, if you want this to make sense, you're gonna have to stop touching me, right? Okay. Well, we know something that's going on between two of our friends. And it might mean a lot to him.
You're right. And
I'm what? I'm right?
Sure. We should tell him. In 100 years.
You have a lot of faith in this marriage.
Marty was just trying to help Patrick out. She loves Dylan. That's the commitment that she's sticking with. The best thing that we can do for both of them is just forget the whole thing.
What whole thing?
Right. Yeah. Things are really going right for us, aren't they? You got the diner back, and I made detective. Here we are together.
Yeah. It's been a good day.
Oh, Antonio, I'm good at a lot of things, but
I know you are.
dancing to this music is not one of them.
Come on. It's just like that last dance we did.
Hey, Antonio. Aren't you going to dance with me?
Thanks, but I'm already dancing with someone.
Thank you for everything, Vicky, for tonight, the dinner, and tomorrow.
I was so glad to do it.
Yes, and thanks for me, too. Because it's nice to know that Marty does have, family that she can count on and stuff.
Well, she certainly does with us. And I was thrilled that you asked me to stand in as your mother. It's really been wonderful, honey.
Hey, what's going on here? What? Oh, now look what you did. Oh, come on, you're supposed to save that for the ceremony. Don't you know that? You got to pace yourself, Marty. Otherwise, you get all dehydrated. Your throat gets so tired, dry, you can't say I do. Would you excuse us for a minute?
Sure.
You all set about tomorrow?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for everything, especially for allowing me to lean on your arm tomorrow when I go down the aisle.
Well, I'm really honored you asked.
Well, I want my wedding to be perfect, and without you, it wouldn't be.
What do we do with it now?
We're going to turn it over to the CIA fast.
I will give my life 1,000 times over just to keep her safe.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
All right. You have a patient, a bullet wound to the shoulder.
Oh, Marty, it is very bad form to shoot the groom on the eve of the wedding.
No, really. Let's say the bullet passes through the shoulder without much structural damage, but the wound isn't treated, like, right away. What's the short-term prognosis?
What's this all about? I mean, look, I appreciate your dedication to your studies, but this is hardly the topic for a wedding party.
Well, just a couple gets married doesn't mean the world stops spinning. Besides, I have a trauma exam next week.
All right, well, okay, fine. You put the patient on antibiotics, otherwise he runs the risk of infection, blood poisoning, possibly life-threatening situation.
Even if the wound's been properly cleaned and dressed.
Oh, Marty, you know better than that. Yeah, if the wound's unstitched, if it keeps reopening, then there's a chance it could have permanent tissue damage.
Right. Right. Thanks, Larry.
Excuse me. Last dance, darling. Excuse us?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Larry.
Oh, come on. Anytime you want to talk about blood poisoning, I'm here.
Can we get out of here now?
Yeah. Very, very carefully.
I'll be right back.
What's you all right?
Yeah, no, I just want to check my makeup.
Well, you don't have to check your makeup, because you look absolutely ravish. Do you want to go?
No, I think we should stay and pick up the place.
Okay.
I do have the room until the wedding tomorrow.
Nice. Only I don't think I can wait till everyone else leaves.
Waited all those months.
Yeah, well, that wasn't entirely my idea.
Seems like a life ago.
Hey. Hey. How you guys? Me and Jess were wondering if you guys would be so kind as to give us a ride home. Please? I think we're gonna hang around, but, I'll give you some money for a cab. No, you don't have to do it. I want you to make sure that Jessica gets home safe. And then I want you to make sure you do the same. Okay? Thanks. All right. Bye, Andy.
I just can't even imagine doing that in public.
Well, I don't think they even know there's anybody around. You see, that's what happens when two people really want each other. Jess, I wasn't saying that...
No, I just thought you were okay about
I am okay.
taking things too fast. I'm just not ready to take that step yet, Christian.
Jess, I told you I'm okay with it, really. I wasn't trying to push you. I wasn't, I swear. Do you want something to drink?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really getting better. Hey. How you doing, buddy? You okay?
Hey. Hi.
Don't tell me that my wife is leaving me.
I'm not leaving you, Andrew. I just had to call the banner. There's something big going on down.
Big? What kind of big?
There apparently are federal agents all over town all of a sudden, and I have to head back to the paper.
Well, it's so silly of me to think that I'd be going home with my wife tonight.
Andrew, it's my work.
Your work. I know.
Sweetie, I will be as quick as I can, but this looks like it's going to be a really big story, and I can't just go home, go to sleep, and pretend that nothing is happening. It's like, federal agents, why? Okay, I will go quickly.
Okay.
Good night, Maggie.
Good night. Well, I think maybe I picked the wrong time to come back to Lambview. I think that you and Cassie need your privacy.
You know, why did you come back? Anyway, no, don't. I'm glad you came back, but, He never told me why. It's great of Cord and Tina to keep an eye on my kids, but I don't want to wear them out. I might want to use them again sometime, you know?
All right. Well, thank you for everything.
Well, it's what a best man is for. Listen, I expect to see you bright and early so I can get you over to the gallows. I'm sorry, church, bright and early.
Oh, so ball and chain, life-saving stuff. Right. No, but seriously, thanks again, Max. I do appreciate everything.
Best life sentence you'll ever get. Remember that.
Hey, Max. Would you mind if I come by to see Frankie soon?
It's a little early to start sign language lessons, don't you think?
Well, I know, but it's never too young to learn other things.
I will
was thinking.
think about it.
Can you tell me if Patrick Thornhart was admitted tonight? Probably through emergency.
You're right, Bertie.
I've heard of being stuck to one seat, but this is ridiculous. Are you all right? You took a terrible blow to your head.
The hell with my head. My dough is all gone.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, freeze!
All right, hold it.
Where the hell were you guys when we really needed you?
Do you have any idea what happened to my security men?
Well, although incompetent, they are just fine. And we have one of your assailants in custody. He may not make it. He's pretty badly wounded. Now we just have to find Bo. Mr. Buchanan, have you seen your son?
What has Bo got to do with any of this?
Bo was working the corners and holes with us on this one until we lost the channel on it.
What are you talking about? Talk English.
Right. Losing contact with us didn't stop your son from being affected. He kept this hotel from being blown all over the Commonwealth. There was a bomb planted here. Lord Cove, I'm afraid you were the target. I figure Bo is still somewhere in the building.
Oh, then you'll have no trouble at all. Because there's only about over 200 rooms in this place. Will you two take care of my friend?
Of course.
Answer you. Mr. Rogers, this is Nora Buchanan again, and I am really getting aggravated. You said you would call me. Why haven't you called me? Where the hell are you? Better yet, where's my husband?
Remind me to buy you a beer, all right?
You think maybe we got to get into a different line of work?
Just down the hall. Every day we said hello, but never touched an eye.
The kids are all fine. That Frankie is a sweetheart. So, how was the party?
Great food, great people, great music. Where's Cord?
Oh, he said to tell you he's sorry, but some urgent Buchanan Enterprises business came up in Texas. like business isn't urgent to Asa. And of course, he took the perfect Natasha with him. So I just thought I would listen to someone's heartache, someone other than my own. So, I mean, not to say that Cord and I have any, that's not it. In fact, we had a great Valentine's Day.
No, don't turn that off. Luna loved her music. She and Reba were friends. I'm gonna go check on Al. The kids.
So Frankie is deaf. You were right.
Profoundly deaf. There's no glory in being right about that. You know, I thought that, I don't know, I didn't want it to be so bad, but I just knew. I could tell.
Thank God you hung in there with that. God.
Well, I had to. My own brother, I couldn't help him, and he's dead. No, I had to help Max, help Frankie.
You were the best sister that Mark could have ever wanted. What else could you have possibly done for him?
I've never been more of an advocate for him with my dad. Mark needed him to understand how hard things were. But the good bishop just wouldn't accept any of it. And Max is this close to doing the same thing. Look, Andrew, I really believe that God has given me a second chance, you know? That he's sent me this challenge so that Mark's death won't be for nothing.
Maggie, are you into something very big here that maybe I should have been paying more attention to? Because, I mean, I know you're the kind of person that likes to put everything together before you tell everybody about it. I mean, when you converted to Catholicism, you didn't tell your father or anyone for that matter.
Well, if he had gotten wind of it, he would have sabotaged the whole thing. He would have poisoned it.
No, I understand that, but you're not talking to your father now. And I'm kind of wondering what you're leaving out.
Like what?
Like, why are you feeling personally challenged by God?
Andrew, I've joined an order.
An order?
I'm gonna be a nun.
Patrick never checked into the hospital. I'm afraid something terrible's happened to him.
Okay, just try to stay calm. I'll try to reach Bo, and if I can't reach him, then maybe it's time to put out an APB.
No, you can't do that, because whatever Patrick's involved with, Bo's involved too. Patrick has no way of knowing who else he can trust. If the wrong people find out where he is, then he could be even worse trouble. What?
Nothing. It's just that you're really concerned about Patrick.
Get you to a hospital, Patrick.
Yeah, anytime. You gotta see the Lord Coben, you doc.
You know what? You are one bull-headed Irishman. You know that?
Yeah, what did you expect?
Get in here. These bloody traitors.
This is becoming a real habit, Bass. I'm gonna tell you what.
Look, I'll save you the trouble. I won't get away with it, right? Federal agents are calling about the hotel. If I let you two poxy traitors go, I might have a chance at a plea bargain. Mercy shown for mercy given. Sorry. The men of 21 will do me a damn sight better than the two of you and all your CIA plea bargains. Oh!
Move, you maggot.
And I'll squash your ugly face like a bug.
Of course I'm concerned about Patrick. We went through a lot together, and he's wounded, and, then maybe we should tell Dylan that you hid him up in your attic. No, there's no point to that. You know, once Patrick and Bo are done with this thing, whatever it is, Patrick will be gone. My life was with Dylan. Now, why cloud that up?
There's my wife as of tomorrow. Come on, let's go say bye to everybody.
Hey, Emilio, what's going going on?
We got called in to help the feds on a bomb threat. Seal all the exits.
Nora, you're working too hard.
Oh.
But I guess since Bo's away, that's inevitable.
No, I just was hoping that he'd call tonight.
Yeah, well, if Bo's anything like Hank, he's so caught up in his work, he won't remember to call his wife until he needs a ride home from the airport.
Oh, now, come on. That's not fair. Listen, Nora, just how dangerous is this thing in Ireland?
I don't know, Hank. What do you want me to do? Put it on a Richter scale? Oh, I'm sorry. I talked to Sister Teresa today. Did you talk to her?
No. I did get a message, though, but by the time I returned the call, she was gone. What'd she say?
Rachel's doing very well. Right on schedule.
Great. Well, you know, that means we'll be able to visit her then. The month will be over in, what, 2 days or so? Man, I just can't stand her being there alone.
She's not alone. Sister Teresa says she's made a lot of friends, new friends. She's doing very well.
Good.
Oh, Mom, they're there.
Marty! Marty. Dylan, you too. I wanted you to know that we really meant what we said earlier. We really do think of you as part of our family. And with that in mind, we're hoping that you will accept this from us.
Wow.
These earrings were my mother's. Jessie and I discussed it, and we think you should have them.
Oh, they're beautiful. Are you sure?
We're sure.
Great, thank you. Now I'm going to wear them on my wedding day.
Oh, that's good.
A nun?
Yeah. You know, used to wear penguin suits, married a god, all that jazz.
Where? What order?
Daughters of Holy Charity. Boston. They're connected to St. Francis School.
Maggie, I've known you my whole life. I think I know you as well as anyone in the world knows you.
Better.
And far be it from me to ever question someone's religious calling, and I am sure that you've thought this through. But, Maggie, there are many ways to live a life of faith. This is big. This is very big.
Yeah, I know. But it's the right decision.
I mean, we're talking no children, we're talking no husband, we're talking no dark constraints. I mean, you are what I would call a free spirit.
Yeah, look, I have thought long and hard about this, a lot longer than you probably think. Yeah, I've had a wild life, but it's not the life that I wanted. And now that I have my vocation, my true vocation, I have never felt such peace. I have never been so certain.
Isn't there another way to feel this kind of peace?
I know you've got a lot of questions, but it's really complicated, and it's not a simple process.
No, I know. It's a lot to take in all at once.
Well, I know. Right now, I'm a junior profess, and the next step is final vows. Like you, my superior has concerns about my decision. She wants me to go back and fix everything with my father. She wants me to be absolutely sure that I'm not running away from anything.
All sleeping like angels. So quiet. Listen, thanks for taking care of her.
Look, Max, I know you're upset about Frankie. And Cord and I are going to do everything we can to help you. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, how can that be? He's always going to be different, Tina. He's never going to experience what other people do, what other kids do.
Okay, so he'll experience other things in his way.
You know, all night I've been thinking about how every milestone in my life has been marked by music. But how certain songs are as important to me as any other memory I've ever had. Like the first time Luna and I listened to Sam Cooke singing You Send Me. Frank, you'll never hear that song. Or his own love song, or birds singing in the morning, or He'll never even hear his own wife call his name.
Waited all day for that. Excuse me. I keep seeing police in the hall. What's going on?
They're helping the feds mop up a case.
What case?
Oh, my God. I have to make a phone call.
What else is new?
So are we going to help you get dressed in the morning?
Oh, that would be great, because by tomorrow morning I'm going to be so nervous I'm not going to be able to move.
Oh, all right, we'll be there then. You know, you're going to need a lot of help. So, with those gowns and trains and veils.
Right.
Oh, I'll be there too. Oh, honey.
Excuse me, ladies. May I get in on this action?
Absolutely.
So, young lady, are you ready for tomorrow?
I certainly am.
Great. Excuse me, Miss Gannon. May I escort you home?
Well, it depends. Do you have to work tonight?
No.
Good. You're not going to leave me panting at the doorstep, are you?
Now, what kind of a fool do you take me for, huh? Let's go. Good night, you. Good night.
Night, Hank.
Hey. You know, you never did tell me what went on with you and Linda.
Well, you know how I feel about you.
I think I do.
You know, at first I didn't know whether I should follow those feelings. I mean, I thought maybe I should stick with my own people, our traditions, faith. Linda is my people. But now I think you know, I've learned something.
You mean you're saying you've broadened your horizons?
Yeah. All the way to you. Yes. The cab's here.
Oh, okay.
I cannot believe I'm finally gonna get to spend some time alone with you.
Wait, Christian, I thought we weren't going to really spend too much time alone.
That's not what I meant.
Jesse? Are you ready to go, honey?
Miss Carpenter, if you don't mind, I would like to take her home.
Oh, well, it's all right by me. Thank you, Christian.
Well, actually, I think I better go home with my mom. We have a lot of wedding stuff to take care of still.
Well, it's nothing that I can't handle. You don't have to worry about that.
No, but I want to help you.
Okay. Good night. I'll see you later. Miss Carpenter.
Good night, Christian.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Should we go?
Hey, Patrick. Thanks for your help, Pa. Get up. Up here.
Pa. Asa Buchanan's your father. Who are you?
I'm that jerky small-town cop that you had such a good time making fun of. Bo Buchanan's that name ring a bell? Huh? This is the guy they sent over here to extradite Patrick Thornhart. Oh, Pa, this is Patrick. Patrick, that's my father, Asa Buchanan.
It's my pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
There's been a change. Change in plans, Chief Inspector, because now it's Patrick and me. We're taking you back to Ireland.
Way to go, son.
And you! I got a whole bucket full of questions for you, Pa. Starting with what kind of business do you have with this guy Poseidon, huh? Come on. No, I heard you and Lord Cole talking about some big money deal, so don't stonewall me right now. What kind of business do you have with Poseidon? Who is Poseidon?
I have no idea who the lunatic is. We had a business deal. He's a no-show.
So you don't know who he is?
No, my only contact was by computer. I do a lot of business that way these days. The guy just pulled a fast one, Bo. She didn't show. And then that piece of slime came in the room, pulls out a gun on me and Lord Cove, took off with millions of our cash. It was a scam, Bo, right from the get-go. Not tell you something, when I catch up with that slime ball Poseidon, he's gonna regret he was ever born.
Okay, that's enough, all right? I'll talk to you in the morning. Just please go home, get some rest, all right?
Rest? I've been unconscious half the night.
Why don't you tell us who Poseidon is? Where is it? You know, Bess, I hope it was a great cause that you gave your life for. And I hope all the big boys in your organization know what a brave little foot soldier you were. Do me a favor, Rick. Get him out of my sight, will you?
My pleasure.
I gotta get Bornhart to a hospital. Hey, Patrick? Where the heck did he go?
Oh, a long night.
Yeah, and you loved every sentimental second.
That's true.
Yeah, just think, in a few more hours, you were gonna be my wife.
Oh, yeah. That too.
I'm gonna go get the car. You meet me in the lobby.
Cafe con leche from El Marino. Come on, Holden. I hate drinking alone.
Rogers?
Yeah. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to you, Mrs. Buchanan.
Where's Bo?
He's in the Palace Hotel, and he's just...
That's where I am right now. Excuse me. Please get out of my way. Please get out of my way.
I don't think so, honey.
Oh, Bo. Oh, Bo.
Patrick? Are you okay? You were supposed to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I will now that it's all over.
Hey, I got the car ready.